Welcome, you guys. You're in tune in the philosophy of expand a bit upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes reality. Whatever the mind a man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So you go out there, day after day, do the work, the confidence, push yourself out there boldly, authentically, even though the success, the creation has not arrived, has not manifested just yet. But you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth, is the graveyard where dreams and goals and everything die along with you because you didn't have the courage, the philosophy, and the frameworks. That's all going to change because you're going to have all that in the 10x go getter energy to go out there and make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. This is the method, the philosophy known as create like a God. This your man's Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron Winnie Mitchell. Today's topic we're going to be talking about today is why you must protect the artist child within you. Okay, what is this coming from? Why I'm coming up with this idea? This coming from the book The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. I believe that's her name. I said before. I always forget her freaking name. Sometimes on her books. So it's Julia. I don't have the book with me. I wish I had it with me, but I do have the audio book. I don't have the 25th anniversary one, but it's okay. So yeah, we got this going on. We got this. So why I come up with this? Because the artist child, something within you, the person that wants to talk, the person I am with the freaking Discord, the person that you want to be, that I won't say the person, but that inner child that you're to protect that inner child. You know, you're a child, you're child, you have your imagination, you have creativity, you do things, you have playful, you have fun as a child. As an adult, you can still do that too. You still got to work, you still have your responsibilities and everything, but you can have some fun too. You don't have to be going through the clubs. I'm not talking about that fun, that type of fun or anything like that. It's type of fun of using your imagination, creating some stuff, music, whatever it is, having some fun, doing along with that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Don't go to the club. Don't go to parties. I don't go to none of that. There's reasons why I don't go to none of that. Maybe I have an episode why I don't go to parties and clubs and stuff like that. Reasons why. Okay. So this is way before I reverted to Islam. So, but other than that, why you must protect your inner child. And again, in this episode, in this episode, your inner child, your inner artist, basically the art, your inner artist is a child. Okay, your artist, you being art, you creating some stuff, having some fun, using your creativity, using your imagination. Okay, curiosity, being curious, being sensitive, a little bit sensitive in some things, and easily. Well, actually, no. Let me see this. Your inner. Oh man, what I'm saying right here. What I have in my notes. Your inner your inner artist is a child, curious, sensitive, and easily discouraged. To truly, I'll say create like a God. You must protect that childlike spark from judgment, conformity, and fear. That's basically what I'm saying. I was about to say, what the heck I put right here, man. In this episode, you have permission to slip to play again. That's basically what it is. You have permission to play. You have permission to have fun. This is like you getting free for judgment. You have a child. Some people have a child, they have a creativity. They say, oh no, you don't make money in art, or you can't be a musician, or you certain little things you cannot do, and they limitate your beat you down to it. Basically in society, it beat you down to it, and that you won't achieve your dreams, you won't go creative, you won't be an entrepreneur and actually go out. Actually in schools, right? I was in high school. I remember my dad and them, they wouldn't let me sell candy. I had my cousin here, entrepreneur, and I started talking about selling, making some money. That's all. I was like, okay, I'm about to go get some candy, sell some candy right at school, right? Nope, they won't allow you. Schools won't allow you to sell candy at school. Okay, they won't allow you. I don't know. I forgot the reason why. Let me know if anybody knows or reasons why. I don't quite remember. I think it had something to do, maybe something because they won't make money within the school, or something that somebody can plant something in it. I don't know, or something like something about license and sales and all this little stuff, right? They won't allow it. And I remember watching something else too, or officer try to arrest a try to arrest a child. Basically, he arrested a child or something like that. I don't know the whole story. I remember seeing parts of I don't know. I need to watch the whole video. Wish I can see the whole video. So don't let me know if I'm wrong on this, or leave a link to send me a video of the whole video about this, which I should have looked it up before that, but we already recorded. I don't need to be looking it up right now. I could actually look it up, but anyways, I got a time constraint. But other than that, you guys, It was a military guy. He was from the military and everything. Thank you for your service and everything. And he went in there and he said, "Why I have my child and why you have the child in the backseat of the cop car?" And the officer was telling him why he was impersonating a military vet in a uniform. He's like, "No, it was like some with Veterans Day, if I'm correct on this, right?" So he asked the officer to remove his child out from the cop car. I don't know how it went. I don't know what the background on this. But that's how I look at society, man. It's like he was helping. He was babysitting a lemonade stand. He had a lemonade stand, right? So sometimes in society or anything just with child, it they discourage you for entrepreneurship. They discourage you for actually creative and having creativity. Some of that is discouraged within our school with the school system and certain little things as well. And yeah, it's discouraged. Okay, so along with that, guys, you must protect it. You must have freedom of conformity. Okay, what is the opposite of what is it? I think it was on Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Thing by Earl Nightingale. I cannot talk right now for some freaking reason, man. But sorry, we're gonna get right back to it. So, Strangest Thing is by Earl Nightingale. He said, "What is the opposite of?" I think he said, "Opposite of courage is conformity." You know, you're conforming to society. And courage is you're facing through the fear. You're facing through something that is fearful, even though you're scared. Okay, you're having the courage to do it, the bravery to do it. Okay, and fear. Okay, fear of judgment. Okay, fearing of that. So you're going to get. You must protect your inner artist, your artist child. You know, so you must protect that. So we're going to be talking about this. Why you must protect your artist child and what your artist child within you. Okay, your inner creativity, your inner child. Some people say, "Oh, stop acting like a child." Hey, sometimes you have some childish. You can say childish thing. You being a child, having some fun, being playful. You know what I'm saying? And having some things sparks of like fear of judgment, not the way to conform and being fear. You're creating and having to play and be able to play, having some games. Sometimes women bash their men about playing games. Hey, sometimes it's relaxed. I think there's some good studies on games. A lot of people bash games. There's some studies. I'm actually about to look that up. Where's some studies of games, what games can actually help. Okay, but before we go ahead and get to these topics, make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you can get podcast episodes every single day. I'm looking forward to actually create some more videos on the pod as well, getting some vlogs and see what we're going to be doing as well onto the YouTube channel. Okay, now I said podcast onto the YouTube channel. So make sure you're and also on link on Rumble as well. Make sure you follow. I don't think there's a subscribe button on Rumble, but make sure you follow, like, and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you guys can get some content on Rumble and on my Rumble and on my YouTube every single day. Okay, and some plus more. And if you're listening to on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure you hit that like button or actually hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell or whatever it says follow, and make sure you leave your man's a 5-star rating and review so that way we can move up into the rankings and now we can improve and I can improve in this podcast better and support the pod. Okay, you can go ahead and support the podcast. All right, let's go ahead and get to these points. Point number one, we're talking about what the episode. Oh my goodness. The topic that I'm talking about today is why you must protect the artist child within you. Point number one, don't conform. You were born to color outside the lens. Okay. Complying, here's a quote I got. Complying with the way things are kills creativity. Okay. I believe it kills also innovation as well, what things are. And I'm going to have episodes on other things, what you can do with innovation. But complying with the ways things are kills creativity. Okay. Conformity destroys the spark. Think of the film think of the like short film where the colorful child loses his imagination by copying a gray adult. The gray adult, basically, right? You can go ahead and look up that film. Okay, that short film. I actually remember seeing that first film. It's been a while. This is from my old podcast episodes, so I'm redoing and actually revising some of them. Okay, so but along with that, you guys, school systems. I mentioned this before. School systems and society try to mold you. Your job to stay. Your job is to stay you. I don't make no sense what I just wrote right here. Okay, let me say that again. School systems in societies try to mold you. Your job is trying to basically keep you where you stay and all that too. There's a quote also from I think it was what's his name? John D. Rockefeller. I don't like. I understand what he had with the quote. Don't like it though. The quote is, "I want a nation. I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers." My quote. This is Jaron Mitchell. I want a nation of thinkers and workers. Okay, and the reason why we have a nation of thinkers and hard workers, okay, we're able to move society, and probably is going to be in a faster rate, and we're able to accomplish a lot more. That's just what I think. Okay, so I don't know why. Sorry, this is probably butchering my whole paw right here, but it's okay. So it's not okay, but we make it better. Protect your weirdness. That's your superpower. Basically, stuff that makes you weird. Okay, so something like you look at was it Kanye West? You know, yay. Some people think he's weird. Some people are outrageous. Some people don't know what he's talking about. Some people say, hey, you need to go on bipolar medicine or something like that. Go back on his bipolar pills, or he's not the same, and all this other stuff. It's like okay, try to understand him. Try to understand where he's coming from. Some things I look at, I'm like, man, yeah, I like your music. I like you, Kanye. Some of the things you say is crazy, bro. I like you. Somebody say you're crazy. But hey, I don't dislike Kanye. Okay, I don't dislike Kanye. But some of the things he does is it's why you think he been from a billionaire. You know why you think he does certain things. Why you think Kim Kardashian also with skin. I think with the skims and everything like that makes it even better with him with the fashion and everything, right? So what I'm just saying is that some of the things you may say, that some things you may do may seem weird to others. You're basically the black sheep, right? You're the black sheep of the family, or you're the black sheep, and people don't understand what you do and will understand you. But there's some people that will understand you. So protect that inner child, protect that creativity, protect the imagination, protect the innovation for you to innovate, and don't conform to society. Conformity is theft to dreams. Conformity is theft to, I say, innovation as well. You know, because if you want to remain the same, how can you improve? And think about with the iPhones, the automobile, a lot of this stuff, and even with AI, a lot of people don't like AI, right? Some things, there's always going to be new problems. So when a new invention, as human beings, we create, this is what I'm noticing. When new inventions that human beings create, they solve a problem, then it becomes more problems. The more problems we need to solve. And there's going to have the other smart people, other people that have this type of weirdness that's going to come in and solve those problems. Elon Musk is another example. Okay, so this is what you got to ask: what part of what you did say too much or not realistic that probably made you a true genius? We'll probably have. I don't know what my writing right here does not make sense, but what part of you did they say? Basically, the other people say was too much. You're too obsessed. You're not realistic. That's probably your true genius. Okay. Example: me love being obsessed, want to get improving art, being obsessive with getting art. Bringing my sketchbook everywhere and all this other places. No shade, bringing art books, learn how to draw. No shade to my family, no shade to my parents. Jaron, why are you bringing that? Why you need a sketchbook? Why you need it? You're not in school. You don't need a sketchbook. Why you don't need to spend money on that sketchbook? You don't need one. And I was always told from a professional artist, have a sketchbook. Okay, I was obsessed with this. Another thing too, obsessed with religion. Okay, not just religion, but mythology, other religions and stuff that learning. I'm still learning to this day, even though I'm reverted to Islam. I do believe Islam is the truth. You know, there's some little things I still question about Islam. I don't like when even with Christianity and with some, not just Christians, some pastors or some people say you can't question God. I think some Muslims have been saying it like, wow, why can't I question God? I may not understand. I'm a human being. I may not understand the information. I may not understand that point of view. I may not understand it, but I want to know why. Why is that? Why do we do this? Why it doesn't make sense to me? That's just me. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. I don't want nobody telling me that. But you, again, your true genius is from those who actually, hold on, just remember that. The true genius is actually those that you made, the things that you made, not people may see you too much. You're not realistic. Okay. Some people, say you can't be an artist. Okay. You can still be an artist, but I suggest not quitting your job. I suggest doing other things. I suggest being an entrepreneur in a business, having a business. I suggest getting into other things where opportunities where you can actually work on doing those, you could say hobbies, or if you want to make money being an artist and stuff like that, you can turn your hobby into a profession. You can go ahead and do that. Okay. So that's probably where your true genius is when people say what you do is too much, not realistic. You're too obsessed. It doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't do it. You're not stuff, little things they say. Okay. So this is probably what you need. Do not conform to society. Okay. Conforming to society is basically it's you can say a herd mentality or tribal. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but don't conform. You're born to the color, the outside of the basically getting outside the lines. You're able to do color. read, color, do some things outside the lines of those lines, okay? Outside of those people that say, no, this ain't good. No, that's ain't bad. No, think about the iPhone, right? People never thought that the iPhone and what exists, we have application, we have this whole little tool, that whole bunch of information that our forefathers wish they will had, our ancestors they wish they will had, I would basically actually say, they have this type of information. Okay, they wish they can have this. We can access. We have information, a computer in the palm of our hands, and there's going to be AI pretty soon in the palm of our hands where we can get information. Okay, think about it. Slavery times, I talked about it. There's a quote from Frederick Douglass: "A man is unfit. A man with knowledge is unfit to be a slave." Okay, when you have knowledge, okay, now we have too much information. We're overwhelmed with information. We also got to read between the lines and actually confirm information as well. So that's the difference. Let's go ahead and get to the next point. Point number 2. Today's topic we're talking about today is why you must protect your child, the artist child within you. Point number 2: be willing to be a bad artist. We willing to be bad. Okay, Julia Cameron, basically, right? Judging your early efforts is absent. Okay, just make sure that your early efforts are basically you're learning. A lot of people don't understand when I see people replay games or they do something new, they're gonna suck at it. Okay, you're gonna suck when you go on a podcast and your first time speaking, your first time doing math, reading, and all that another language. You're going to suck. First time doing social media, you're going to suck. First time doing some videos, you're going to suck. Okay, first time doing it. Some people are talented. Maybe people understand. Maybe you'll combine some other things and they'll be able to make something that's good. Okay, maybe it's a one-hit wonder. Maybe you got something that's good and try to replicate it again. But hey, some people, judging by your old stuff, you're going to improve. Your old stuff is your old stuff. It's all progression. I would suggest anybody that's an artist here or anything that you have, I suggest keeping your old stuff. Then when you got your new stuff and re-examine it back to your old stuff, it's like, dang, man, look how much I improved, man. Okay, so every artist starts with a mess, begins bad steps. If you judge your first drawing, song, or code like a critic, you're silence the artist child before you can even grow. Okay, just know, okay, this ain't that great, but you know what? It can be better. I got this growth mindset. Okay, I'm actually should have an episode on growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Okay, I'm not sure if I don't actually have that episode. We're gonna go ahead and get that into an episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to let me lower this mic down actually. So every artist is the start of messy, and messy begins. Okay, you're gonna be bad. Even child, they draw, they do all that, they be bad, they stuff that they do, right? If you judge the first set of drawings, your songs and codes, and be like a code, like a critic. You start being critical. You're being very critical of yourself. That's why we are worst enemies. We're more critical. We're more hard on ourselves than anybody else outside of people. Okay, we most likely are more hard on ourselves because what we put and what we see. Like now, we don't like that. We don't know if we should do that. I don't know. We're more hard on ourselves. Okay, as an artist or even as an entrepreneur and other things as well. But you gotta test it out, put it out, test it out, fail fast, get information, get data, get feedback, and keep on going with the scientific method, basically, right? You silence, basically going to do, if you do all this stuff, being a self-critic, you criticizing yourself and not actually criticizing yourself to improvement, but you're criticizing yourself, you silence the artist child before you can even grow, okay? So give yourself permission to suck. Be like this podcast. This podcast is probably going to suck. It's going to suck right now. I don't have no intro. There's a couple things I'm missing. I'm just going it off the cuff sometimes. Sometimes I have a script. Sometimes I have some notes, some points where I'm going to be starting off with. Sometimes episodes going to suck. Some episodes may not good. Some episodes may not be bad. May be death in that episode. But hey, I'm talking about this because I read these books. I love talking about this stuff. This is another passion, love that I'm talking about. And I want to put this on this, man. I want to put it out to the world. I want to educate you guys on it. I want to let you know that your mindset is everything. You are the acres of diamond. You are sitting 14 feet from gold, okay? And change your perspective, your mindset, okay? The foundation is in the mind, okay? So give yourself permission to be suck. Be bad is the doorway to becoming good, okay? You got to be learning how to be bad. You got to learning how to suck and just get obsessed and be like, you know what? No matter what it takes, no matter how many times, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to be good. I'm going to put myself into this and I'm going to be good at this this thing I'm going to end up doing. Okay, you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to end up doing those things. Okay, you guys. So make sure give yourself permission to be bad. Put it out there anyway. Let people talk about it. Let it people get sucked. It sucks and all that. You're like, okay, it's cool. That's a project that I got. This game I got. What the next game? Same even entertainment. If you got a movie that's out there, don't blame the audience. Don't blame the people. Blame why didn't it go wrong? Okay, it sucked. It was a bad product. It probably was good, but why didn't it do well? What was the reasons why? Was it bad marketing, certain little things? It probably was good, but there's some other areas I might have done bad. But at the end of the day, man, remember, Picasso once drew stick figures too. We all start drawing stick figures. Okay. Even Picasso, one of the great artists, is over some of the greats. People don't see the work, the stuff and things that we do behind the scenes that actually become good. They see the results of it. And some people think they just, oh, they're talented. It comes naturally. No, they put in the work to make it there. And that those who was not looking, those who was not seeing, and those who was not paying attention, and somebody saw something in them and they saw it and they got results. Look at Michael Jordan, by the way. Point number 3 on today's topic we're talking about today is why you must protect the artist child within you. Point number 3, go on an artist date. Reconnect with your creative self. What is this artist date, right? It's kind of like you're going on a date. You're going on a reconnection. You're trying to build a relationship, or not try, but you're building a relationship with your spouse. You know, you're going on dates. You're having that one-on-one connection, going on, spending time with each other, having fun. This is basically an artist date. It's the same exact way, but your artist date with your creativity. You're reconnecting to your creator self, your creative self, that creative person that wants to create. Okay. So play is the work of the inner child. Okay. Play is the inner work of the inner child. Okay. An artist date is also a solo adventure with your creative self. Go to museums, sketch in a cafe, try painting with your non-dominating hand. No pressure to perform, just explore and play. Okay, no judgmental, just playing. You're observing, you're experimenting. Okay, that's what having the artist child within you do. You're experimenting. Okay, give yourself permission to be. Well, no, I said. Sorry, I got. Okay, go to museums. Go to anywhere. Go to zoos. Go anywhere that can sketch. Okay, go anywhere. Go somewhere that can help you do that. Explore and play. Have some fun. Okay, no, just have some fun. No getting on and being serious about it, or why not? No, that has no fun. But I think it should be fun when you have some when you actually work. Okay, these are not luxuries. They're a fuel, soul fuel. They're fuel to the soul, basically. Okay, so I'm gonna have some bonuses right here. I got for you guys, mental frameworks. Okay, reframing your mind work. Okay, so mental reframes. Creativity is not a performance; it's a practice. Okay, it's a practice. You got to practice every single day. Your artist child needs protection, not perfection. Okay, it needs to be protected. Okay, perfection is also a killer of success. Is a killer of procrastination. It's basically another form of procrastination. You being perfect. It needs to be perfect. No, don't need to be perfect. Just go out and do it. Okay, just go out and make it happen. Just go out, put it out into the world. Then you can make it. You can make it even better. Oh, my battery's dying. Okay, hold on, guys. Oh, sorry about that. Thought I had. Oh. What is going on? All right, my apologies about that, you guys. My battery was dying right here. So I'm keeping that there, but I'm keeping that there, by the way. So along with that, you guys, okay. Let me see what else we have right here. I remember I think I saw some paper something. Someone Mike Kobe Bryant was doing getting into his creative. He was about to get into creative stuff. You know, your artist needs to be where is it? Where is it? Sorry, I lost my notes right here, you guys. Okay, so your artist child needs to be protected, not to be perfect. Okay, good art is subjective. No matter what matters is that good art is subjective. What matters is that it's yours. Okay, so I like short film, which I don't have the link here. But I'm actually, you can go ahead. I could probably pull it up. Maybe I'll pull it up somewhere like up here so you guys can go ahead and check it out. Okay. The like film, a brilliant film and metaphor, a visual metaphor about the dangers of conformity and losing creativity. Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and look this up real quick. Let's go ahead and look this up, you guys. Yeah, like. So I'm gonna link this. I'm actually gonna link this here. Probably I'm gonna link that. I'm gonna probably put it, but it's a brilliant metaphor, man. It's a great metaphor. That's another thing too, like stories and all that metaphors. You can actually try to teach something through stories. Okay, that's why you need your creativity. Maybe you can teach something in society. And look, the book Uncle Tom's Cabin, right? That actually one of the books that started the Civil War, not the Revolutionary War, but the Civil War and it was sparked it a lot of conversations within it, and the whole Uncle Tom got misconstrued, got into a creative stereotype, which is a novel, by the way. Okay, talking about slavery and the wrong morals of it. But anyways, that's another book. I'm just mentioning another book, but now Uncle Tom is used as a more of a term of derogatory term, and a term of being another type of term you can say. That's not good, and I like a lot of people don't understand. I actually got the book, by the way, but we're gonna be talking about this. Okay, so in this week, what I want you guys to do is to protect your inner child by doing something playful, just for you. No judgments, no pleasures, just expression. Okay, just expression, no judgment at all. Okay, and I got some quotes right here for you. I got some more quotes right here I got for you guys. Okay, every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. Pablo Picasso. Okay, you can't. And here, now that's the end quote right there. But we got a quote by Maya Angelou. Okay, you can't use up creativity. The more you use it, the more you have it. Okay, and by Albert Hubbard. Okay, art is not a thing. It is a way. It is a way. Okay, I look at it as it's a way of life. Okay, let's go ahead and recap today's topic. We're talking about today is why you must protect your inner child. Why you must protect the inner child, because the inner child is just playful, having fun. You being a little childish, you having some fun, you being playful, no judgment, no conformity, none of that. Okay. So point number one, don't conform where you don't conform. Okay. Don't conform. You were born to color outside the lines. Okay. So complying with the way things are kills creativity. Conformity destroys the spark. Think of the short film Alike. Okay. Look at that short film up. Look it up. It's a great short film, by the way. And where the colorful child loses his imagination, become a copy of the gray adult. Got beat up, got conforming inside. That's why I think also too with a lot of children, they get in and have some fun. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. Got beat up by society and they conform. And that's how some dreams go into the richest place on earth, which is the graveyard. The school system, society try to mold you. Jobs try to have you the same thing to mold you. Your salary is to keep you, the dream for you to kill your dreams, to keep it where you are. Okay, protect your awareness. That is your superpower. Okay, point number two. Be willing to be bad at being an artist. Willing to be bad. You're going to be bad. You're not going to be good at the first thing you do. Judging your early efforts is abuse. Julia Cameron. Don't judge your early efforts. Your early efforts is the start. Your early efforts is the start and everything like that. So make sure you guys go ahead and keep being bad. Keep doing some bad things. Yeah, this is bad. This is horrible. Put it out anyway. If it flops, whatever. Okay, what can I learn from this? Get feedback. Okay. Get feedback and willing to put into the work, or you could take time. If you want to create something, craft something good, take time on it, put time on it. But just remember, you don't want to, doesn't need to be perfect. Perfectionism kills perfectionism is another form of, I think, of a procrastination, and it kills dreams and it hinders your goals and be able to move forward and work on something new, or be able to learn from that. Learn from it. Okay, every artist starts being messy in the beginning. Baby steps. If you judge your first drawing, songs, or code like a critic, don't want to be a critic. Okay, you silence the artist child before you can even grow. Don't want to silence the artist child. Stop being a critic. Put it out. Yes, we more criticize ourselves more than anybody else. As an artist, as a person, we criticize ourselves even more. Okay, and that is one of the internal the internal feelings. That's internal enemies, which is you. 33 strategies of war. Declare war on your enemies. Your first enemy is going to be you. You're going to stop holding yourself back at times. You're going to have to get into a habit of actually pushing the boundaries and not letting yourself be holding yourself back. Okay, having yourself get into the way. Okay, Picasso once drew stick figures too. Okay, so point number three, also go on an artist date, reconnect with your creative self. Just like you're going on a date with your spouse, the partner that you're with, you're going on dates, you're nurturing the relationship, you're building upon a relationship. It's the same thing. Go on a dates, go on a date with your artist self, go on creative stuff, go on artist dates, go to museums, sketch in a cafe, whatever you want to sketch at. Try paints in your dominant hand, try drawing your dominant hand, just have some fun. Some challenges. I'm gonna draw with my left hand. I know I'm a right hand. I'm drawing my left hand. If I'm a left hand, I'm drawing with my hand. Okay, my right hand. So no pressure to perform. Just explore and practice and play. Okay, it's all about playing, having fun. No, that's what I'm doing with AI. AI is another thing. A lot of people don't like this. Okay, a lot of artists don't like this. I can think it'd be used ethical in an ethical way, but I'm having fun with some AI stuff. I'm having fun with using Sora too. It's freaking fun, bro. It's fun. It's wonky sometimes. Sometimes it's freaking hilarious. It's fun, and some other things is like, well, okay, I'm trying to figure this out. So I'm playing with it. I'm trying to learn how to use it and understand it because AI is coming. It's here to stay, and it is the future. Okay, these are not luxuries. They're a soul. They're a fuel to the soul. They're soul fuel. Okay. So, and also too, I got creativity is not a performance; it's a practice. Your artist child needs to be protected, not perfection. Good art is subjective. Why it matters, that is yours. Okay, I like film is a brilliant visual metaphor about the dangers of conformity and losing creativity. Okay. And this week, okay, this is your choice if you want to do. And this week, protect your artist child by doing something playful, having fun, doing something that's fun. Okay. Being playful, no judgments, anything, just having some fun, being playful and having fun without no judgments, not no conformity, without being a self-critic on yourself, being very harshly. Okay. And just for you, no judgment, no pressure, just expiration or expression. Okay. And again, every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once you grow up. I'm gonna end it right there. That's a quote from Pablo Picasso. Make sure you go ahead, guys, go ahead, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you can get podcast episodes every single day. And YouTube, on YouTube as well. Even more, you get some more content. I'm working on that as well. Only on Rumble. Rumble, we're a little behind uploading on podcast episodes. If you're listening to on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure you leave your man's a 5-star rating and review. And go ahead on Spotify, you can go ahead and comment. So you can make some comments on Spotify. Let me know if there's a poll. Make sure you go through the poll. Go through the poll and tell me how this episode is, whatever it says on the poll right here. Okay. When I get to catching up, then I'll be organizing on the polls and stuff like that. I'm a little bit behind on episodes right here. Actually, I'm not a little bit behind. I'm not even super behind. I'm just behind right now. But go ahead, guys, do that. Leave your mind so that way, leave a 5-star rating and review. So that way you can see, others can see and get this Create Like a God podcast every single day. Okay. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Folks, is not where we at, it's where we come from. Oh, one more thing before I go ahead and go that. Make sure you go ahead and get that copy recession proof business model at going at jaronmitchell.com/iconic marketer. Okay. Start with the K. Okay. So that way you can, a way for you to attain creative freedom. Okay. Go through the course, go through the free course and see if it's for you. And if you like it, you can apply. You can go book a call with us, fill out the application. So that way you can work with me and the people around me, including my mentor and everywhere else, if you're a good fit to work with us. All right, folks, is not where we at, to where we come from. Always create like a guy. You're the master of your fate. You're the captain of your soul. You're made in the image of God. God gave you your brain to think for yourself. So worship the one true creator, which I believe is Allah. Allah is the only God, the only deity, the only God worthy of worship is Allah, and Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and all the other prophets such as Jesus, which is Isa, and Moses is a prophet, is a messenger of Allah. And always create like a God. Talk to you guys tomorrow.